What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy. Welcome back to a brand new video. And sorry it's a little bit late. Going from work a bit late. Sort of struggled with the day at the moment. Did have a video planned. Video corrupted whilst rendering, so I spent time on that. Not going to come out. I'm going to save it for tomorrow until all the information is out, until we know the actual verdict. It was all to do with Big Sam, but that'll be out sooner or later. In regards to other things, though, we had a game week. Game week 6 happened. People are forgetting. And I'd rather forget it myself. This is my team. Now, spare a thought for the fact that A, yes, my captaincy was wrong, upon hindsight, and B, the only other decent point-scoring player was Heaton on the bench, which I really couldn't see happening with Watford's goal-scoring form. It's the first game they haven't scored in, so yeah, that's not good. And in regards to people not really taking well to my captaincy choice, bearing in mind when Liverpool play against Chelsea, someone triple captain Henderson, if that works out, you're thinking, fuck me, what a bloody good decision. How you get it right, I don't know, but what a good decision. If that would have come out as one of the worst teams, you see someone's triple captain Henderson, you think, moron. That's all I'm going to say. Benefit of hindsight is lovely. I took huge risks, and in the end, even with the captaincy being, set up Koscielny or even Heaton on the pitch, you've got the fact that you're looking at my team, and you're thinking, right, so you've got Ibra, Costa, Lukaku, Payet, Antonio, Pereira, Redmond, Kurtyoy, Stones, Walker, and Bailey, all failing to produce above 2 points, only Redmond getting 3. What else could I have done with the players available? I would have been under the average anyway. Took a risk, it didn't pay off. Let's move on. And sorry I spent quite a while on that. I just wanted to explain my reasoning and know that my tips were also very, very poor. That being said, I am changing the format in the preview. You'll see that in a few hours probably. But now we've got to review, and we're going to start off with the goalkeepers. So again, it's another game week where you're seeing clean sheets. Not too many of them. Starts off with Heaton on 7 points. Burnley, to be honest, I thought they were going to lose. I don't think many people thought they were going to win. But they won 2-0. No Kurtyoy, no Pereira, no Dini, no Ekalo, no nothing. So, yeah. On the plus side, though, I kind of got it right by saying Defoe could be a good pick. And I do like Defoe. I've said that since he joined. And he came out trumps. 2 assists for Stephen Defoe. We're talking about Heaton. They got a clean sheet. Where did Heaton succeed? He's a decent goalkeeper. England's number 1? Not quite. But pretty decent goalkeeper. Decent clean sheet. Worth bringing in. 4.6 million. Hell yeah, worth it. Check next at 5.5 million. Arsenal surprisingly won 3-0 against Chelsea. Chelsea were poor. Equally, Arsenal were sublime. That second goal, no matter what you say about the defence, top draw. You cannot take it away. Slight mistakes, yeah, they happen, but something like that, most of the time is undefendable, and that's what we found out there. Check a goalkeeper if you're looking for that £5.5 million option. I've strayed away from it this year, but if you are playing that 5.5 big goalkeeper and small goalkeeper, Check's probably my favourite one to get out there. We've got Artur Boruc, 4.5 million, Bournemouth, managed to get a good little 1-0 win against Everton. Good pick, there's better options to be honest. Foster, Forster, Heaton, just 3 of the ones. Boruc, if you want to take a huge differential, but I don't think he's a choice for the future. And then Forster comes in as our last pick with 6 points. Southampton, of course, 3-0 away win against West Ham, who continue to disappoint this season. And how long is it until Bilic is out? Who knows? But Forster, really good choice, I'd say. Bring him. You've got 3 good choices there that have done well. I think it shows that the good goalkeepers are there. But again, it's a season where there's not many clean sheets, so do beware of that. Onto the defence, we start off with Keane from Burnley. Good little pick. Had him in my fantasy 6-a-side team because he's going to be one. I brought him in there because I thought he'd make a few decent tackles, a few interceptions, a few blocks, get the defensive points as well as conceding a few goals. Didn't expect him to score one and get a clean sheet. Saved me score a bit on that one, but Keane comes in at 14 points. Worth bringing in. He's 4.9 million. That's, I believe that's 4.9 million. I'm going to go and check quickly. That's a big price for a Burnley defender. He is 4.9 million. I'll say no, stay well away from that one. Then we've got Bellerin, 6.5 million. I would say there are cheaper options for Arsenal defence. The only cheaper option you've got 6 million or 5.5, which is a goalkeeper. So for now, he could be good, but it's the first time he's performed this season, so I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, but he did play exceptionally well. He had a few really good tackles made, so credit to him there. Would I bring him in? He's quite expensive for a defender. Not many people are going for that expensive option, but he's a lot better than Toby Alderweireld, I believe. Next up, we've got Bertrand for Southampton. Now we grabbed a clean sheet, an assist, and a few bonuses as well on their 3-0 triumphant win against West Ham at the London Stadium. I'd bring him in. £5.4 million, you've got a really good player there. There are better options. I think Cedric is one that you're looking at, although he maybe not might get the bonus points. He's a bit cheaper, and I think people will be going for Bertrand. Your price will go up by the start of the game week to 5.5 because Southampton, again, I've said it, they look strong, and they haven't started the best. They're getting to their feet now, but trust me, they will finish at least in the top 8 this season again. They get things right somehow. Then we've got Blind from Manchester United. It's a weird one because he played really well, and Luke Shaw's been out for criticism, but will Blind stay in the team if Shaw's fit? I don't know, so I'm not going to comment on that one. Good performance nonetheless. If he does play, he's on a few set pieces, so it's worth noting. Centre back or left back, worth having him in there. Next up, we've got Gibson from Middlesbrough, a player that's probably been picked quite a lot and seen quite a lot by a lot of FPL pundits, and I quite like him. Middlesbrough aren't really, they're about meh at the moment. They still lost, but he grabbed a goal. Let's see, you've got to gauge it yourself for that one. £4.5 million is well worth a risk, but it's not someone I would bring in because I don't really have place for a £4.5 million defender. My team is pretty solid at the back at the moment. I say that. I hope it's solid, but I'd never get any clean sheets. When I do, they're on the bench. And lastly, we've got Cook from Bournemouth. £4.9 million for a Bournemouth defender. Stay away, midfielders. I would say I'm doing badly for time, but I had that 2-minute sort of rant at the start, so I suppose I'm doing okay for time. On to midfielders though, we start off with Adam Lallana. Lallana had a really, really good game against Hull. How did I forget that? He picked up a goal and also 2 assists. And I'll tell you what, it is something that I do regret saying. I said quite a while back, I believe in January, I didn't think Lallana did well enough to be in the England team. However, coming out from England's friendlies and performances in the Euros, he was one of our best players, if not our best player there. And I think barring Dyer and Kyle Walker, they were a 3 best. And excuse me, I just had a little burp. He's looked good this season as well. He picked up a goal, 2 assists this game week. Would I bring him in? Well, for now being, why not? He's £7.2 million. You got Firmino, who's in the 8s. You got Coutinho, who's in the 8s. Henderson. You've also got Wijnaldum, who's a lot more expensive. Actually, I don't think he will. Anyway, I think Lallana, for the value you get at the moment, if he's performing like he is throughout the whole season, really, really good value at £7.2 million. Then we move on to Heung-min Son, who once again set the Premier League alight this game week. Another 2 goals, and just preaches what I said. No matter where he plays, he will get goals. I've said it, pretty much, I believe, since he first came in. I've really liked him. It's one of the only players foreignly that I got to know. A little backstory, I suppose. I've got a bit of time. I signed him on Foot Manager quite a few seasons in. I think it's 2018 on Foot Manager 2014 or 13, I believe. And I signed him for like 90 million for Arsenal, and he banged goals in. And so I became a fan of him from then. Looked at his IRL football, really liked him. Found out he was signing for Spurs. I thought, excellent. Can't wait, A, for FPL, and B, for Ultimate Team on FIFA. Didn't really light up the FPL too much on the point scene, but Premier League now, he's finally starting to come good, and I'm really, really happy for him. Would I bring him in? £7.5 million. He's performing. Spurs fixtures look okay, but Man City next is a troublesome one. So, I'm not too sure on that one. Then we've got Sanchez, £11.1 million. Would I bring him in? If you've got the money to, then yes, he's playing up front, and he gets midfielders points. That means if Arsenal get a clean sheet, he gets points for it. When he scores, he doesn't get 4 points, he gets 5 points. No brainer, really, if you're going to bring in an Arsenal midfielder. Then you've got Coutinho at £8.2 million. Yes, he's well worth bringing in if you've got the money for him, but also maybe value up Lallana. Then you've got Milner at £6.5 million. Would I bring him in? Hell no. Reason being, he is, I'd say, left back. Simple, really. And he takes penalties. They've had 3 so far, but he's not worth it. He's playing left back. He doesn't get clean sheet points for a defender, so not worth it for me. And then you've also got Mata. When I bring Mata in, it's a weird one because he's shifting his team around, but the way they performed last week should have a chance this coming week. Mata should play, and again, he could really set the Premier League right. Now, onto the attackers. So again, I'm stretched for time, so it's time for the power attackers round. It's turning into that, isn't it? Let's be honest. Aguero, £13 million, 13 points scored. Will I bring him in? Are you stupid? If you've got the money, bring him in. I didn't bring him in at first, but I've wasted -4 points because I fucked up this week anyway. To bring him in for Ibra, and I got rid of a defender for Jordi Amat, who's cheap, and he's back at the end of Swansea's bad spell. So yeah. Then we got Defoe. When I bring Defoe in, £2 million, he's still scoring goals. Problem for Sunderland is that they're ineffective at winning games, but he's scoring goals. So I'd say if you want to take a gamble on him, feel free. Austin at £6.3 million. I really like the looks of him. He is a man that is in form. And I say that with, fingers crossed. He really looks good against West Ham. And he's looking pretty dynamic. He's looking pretty good form in front of goal as well, scoring and also assisting. So I've got a goal and assist on the weekend. So yeah, looking at £6.3 million, he's definitely a bargain option if you're looking for one up front. Then you got Rondon, £6.6 million, 8 points, another goal scored. He's looking good. Bring him in if you want to. Benteke, 7.6. It's a risk. He's a bit more expensive than the others, but I think he'll start setting the Premier League alight with his goals and his physicality once again. And Llorente, he's finally had a good game week again, but I'd say stay away from him. There are better options. For example, Charlie Austin is like the same price. So yeah, there's the attackers. And that is that for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And who do you think is going to do well? Who did well from the last game week? Who do you think are going to continue it again? Do you think Son can do it again? Maybe Aguero to maybe slice apart the Spurs defence. It's been pretty solid so far. 3 clean sheets for them. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And peace.